Hi, this is Sierra Cousins reporting on the French Revolution. The French had a revolution because the royals and nobles were living a life of luxury while France was in debt and the people were starving and being heavily taxed. Since the price went up in food and no one could afford the food, hunger turned to rage and the people wanted change. New constitution, new monarchy, even. The way the people got the royals to cooperate was horrifying. The women were outraged and wanted the queen dead, so they stormed the castle. Later, the women found both royals and forced them to move to Paris or they would be killed right then and there. So, later, France declared war on Austria April 20th, 1792, while the people were rioting, or leading, as they would say. After that, King Louis XVI was beheaded on January 21st, 1793, using the new guillotine machine. After a 2-day trial, the Queen was beheaded on October 16th, 1793. Now we'll take it to Scott in Studio C.
Impactful for the people of France and the French government. It contributed to the introduction of a whole new way of thinking and governing of the country. These are some short-term effects of what the amazing revolution did for the country. After the revolution and the abolishment of the oppressive monarchy, the First Republic of France was established on September 22nd, 1792. However, it only lasted for 12 years before being replaced with a new and updated system. From the Revolution, France established their first constitution, the Constitution of 1791, which included the rights and liberties of man, but spoke in very general terms. Even though it was soon replaced by many more constitutions, it was the catalyst that initiated France adopting constitutionality. In terms of short-term effects on the world, France's revolution established a strong sense of nationalism. Before the revolution, France was divided into separate regions and religions, only being tied together by the belief that everyone was to serve the one king. However, after there became a sort of membership between the French people, and they saw themselves as citizens who served their nation proudly, which initiated national pride. It began in 1787 and ends in 1799, spanning a length of 12 years. It's taking place all over the country of France and in many different locations. We have Ben Burgess live in the field right now. Ben?
Oh, yes, Scott. I'm here in Paris, France, with King Louis XVI. He was a very chunky man, and he put France into severe debt with a lot of his eating problems. And he also created an unfair assembly where the rich could outvote the poor every time. So, they killed him via guillotine. And King Louis' wife, Marie Antoinette, she spent too much money on hair, so she died as well. Anthony Robespierre was responsible for the deaths of both of them by fueling the rebellion of the French. He spoke to the public about the truth about freedom. He let the people know that they had freedom. But he, who was now dead, was taken away from them. But he died too. No, I'm just kidding. Jean-Paul Marat had a newspaper called The Friend of the People, where he also spread the truths of the way of life that they lived under the King Louis XVI. But this girl, Charlotte, killed him, and then he died. But then they killed her via guillotine too. I don't know who this is, but he probably died too. Back to you, Scott.
Some effects of the French Revolution that had a long-lasting impact were that public schools were built, the Declaration of Rights of Man and the Napoleonic Code were both written, and influenced revolutions in other countries Reforming education was a priority of revolutionaries and more public schools were built. However, women still did not get the right of education. In terms of civil rights, the Declaration of Rights of Man established freedom like religion and speech and more, which influenced the idea of individual freedom and universal equality. This has become the foundation for many other constitutions and the Bill of Rights today. The Napoleonic Code, which is the French Civil Code, also came out of the Revolution and is still its use today. Lastly, other countries like Italy and Prussia, who have revolted before and failed, were inspired by the French Revolution to try again.